Welcome to the unpopular opinion of an irritated Virgo, and it's me, your host, your girl, Cedar. No, it's me, V, showing my age, talking about some Cedar. But don't we all miss Cedar's world? Simpler times, but I digress. So right now, we're going to go ahead and get into today's topic, which is the India Arie and Young Miami conversation. For those of you that don't know, the BET Awards for 2026 aired on June 28th, and Young Miami performed her latest song, Spin That. And India Arie later took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to voice her opinion, saying that she found the song deplorable and she can't believe that it was performed on the award show. And someone replied and she stated that in the past she found out or realized that she cared too much and that she realized she couldn't take everyone with her. And if you don't know, the song Spin That is about people selling stolen goods for profit and then taking that money to go purchase, clothes and whatnot, getting fly, and, just having a good time. And also doing what you got to do to provide or take care of yourself. Now, I myself am someone who likes the song, but that's just it. I like the song and more so the community, the celebration within our community behind the song. I'm not glorifying stealing. And just because you listen to a song doesn't mean that you're glorifying the actions of what's being said in the song. I listen to India Arie as well. Um, as Young Miami, I also listen to gospel and I listen to jazz. So people can listen to Young Miami and India Arie. People are not all bad, just as they are not all good. And I think that's the struggle with a lot of people. They're not able to acknowledge duality within all of us. There's duality within all of us. I don't 100% agree with anything that Young Miami does or says, and the same goes for India Arie from what we have actually seen. And my issue was never with what India Arie said anyway. What she said, though, sparked an interesting debate. There were black women, not all, but some, online yelling and cursing at the screen, talking about Young Miami not being an example for the kids. It was disappointing because how are you sitting here being sanctimonious saying that Young Miami should be a better example for the kids when you yourself are not being a great example for the kids? The best example for kids is leading by example in your own home. That's the greatest thing we can do for our kids. My parents never had to explicitly state that stealing was wrong and something that I shouldn't do. They just didn't do it. My parents didn't smoke or drink, and guess what? I don't smoke or drink. So the greatest things we can do for our kids in our homes is lead by example. Point blank, period. We cannot look to entertainers to be of some type of moral guidance for our kids because they are just that. They are entertainers. When I heard Young Miami's song, any song I hear from most people these days, it falls under the entertainment purposes only category for me. It is very few people in existence that provide some type of music or material as of late, and it actually resonates with me deeply. as something that I should be learning from or anything like that. And that's something else we have to do. We have to be able to teach our kids that just because you hear this in a song, I need for you to be able to think for yourself and know that this is not anything that you should be out here doing. Because that's the issue. Why aren't kids able to think for themselves and know right from wrong and stand on that? That is a home issue. That's not a Young Miami issue. That's not an entertainment industry issue. Now, I get it. It is hard. But at the end of the day, the greatest thing you can do for your kids is lead by example at home. Always. I can't say anything else to someone. I can't say anything to someone else about the example that they may be being for my child. That's crazy to me. You're not being a good example for my child. What? Especially when I don't have to be around you. My child doesn't have to be around you. We're not required to be within the same anything. We can just turn this off. So, I just need for people to think about what it is that they're saying, because I don't know about the women's kids, but I know me personally, if that was my mom in this situation, that would have been embarrassing to me. Her being online saying what an embarrassment Young Miami was while also cursing and screaming. You're not being a great example yourself, but you don't see that. The selective outrage has got to stop. But that was all I had to say on it. So this is a place welcoming of, open dialogue about this particular situation. And, let's chat about it in the comments, see if there are different perspectives. And we're going to keep everything respectful and truthful. And this is a place where you can openly state your opinion. As long as you're keeping it respectful, we're good. Anything else will get clocked and blocked. I'm just letting you know. But outside of that, leave your comment and we'll have our open discussion there. You all have a great night.